I do think of them as two separate ideas. It's funny because the Atlantic has also published things, this is total sidebar, but on how finding a purpose is a great thing. I was like, wait a minute, which side do you fall down on? But anyway, I think of passion and purpose as two different things. Passion, they're certainly related. I mean, passion is just something that, the actual meaning of the word passion is it's something you're willing to suffer for. And so it's something that's very personally meaningful, right? So, it is something you care deeply about and you enjoy doing. And I think that's a part of purpose, but purpose is bigger than that because it's not just doing what you enjoy. There's lots of things that we enjoy doing. It's kind of finding the way to apply your skills or your strengths or your talents to make a difference in the broader world and not to make a difference in a meaningful way. And so often that does, it should to some degree intersect with your passion, but it's more than that, right? There are a lot of things that you might be passionate about, but only a couple of those that might turn out to be sources of real purpose. And only those that enable you to use your skills to make a difference in the broader world would we really categorize as purposes. Yeah, and I think one of the things about that, if I remember that article correctly, I worry about a little bit about with purpose is sometimes we think of it as like a thing that's out there and it's just going to like bop you over the head one day and you're going to suddenly know there's my purpose. Based on our research, that doesn't seem to be the way that it really works. Most people discover purpose by being involved, getting out there and getting involved in different things, whether they're academic pursuits, professional pursuits, extracurricular pursuits, community service pursuits. And in the course of being involved, people find out like, hey, I got involved in this for whatever reason, but it turns out I actually am really good at this. And not only that, I'm doing something that actually matters to me. So it's not like sitting back and just waiting for this thing to happen to you, but more about sort of getting out there and getting involved in the world and being reflective on what it is that you enjoy and what it is that you're good at and what it is that you really care about and sort of how your involvement in whatever activity you're doing might enable you to make a meaningful difference in the world around you. There's a lot of research looking at people who do jobs that might seem to be very non-purposeful, people working as orderlies at a hospital. They actually did this study, and this was not research that I did, but research that came out of Michigan. I believe it was Michigan. And anyway, they found that, a lot of orderlies, that in some ways that's not a particularly purposeful, you wouldn't look at it and think this is a really purposeful position. And for many people it wasn't. They looked at it as, I clean up after patients. It's pretty rough. But some subset of the people looked at their jobs and they said, I'm a part of the healthcare system. I'm a part of taking care of patients. And I really see that mission as central to the work that I do. And as a result, I find a lot of purpose and a lot of meaning in the job that I'm doing and being a part of this caregiving profession. So I guess it's not just a thing that is floating out there, but sort of also an orientation, it's a way that you can approach life.